Hey everyone, my name is Joe Hicken and welcome to the show where I am documenting my journey to getting funded $1 million with prop firms using AI and robotics without ever having to take a manual trade. And I'm doing this to prove that anyone can become a successful trader as long as they're willing to learn. Over the course of the last 3 years, my team and I have been working non-stop on an amazing robotic trading system called TitanX and a unique trading method we call prop farming. In the past year, we've helped over 500 traders become funded prop traders, with more becoming funded every single day. And in this show, I show you the good, the bad, and the ugly truth of being a real algorithmic trader. Now, because we are talking about money and I'm going to be showing you results, I need to give a quick disclaimer. Your results may vary from the results I'm about to show you. Past results don't guarantee future profits, and don't ever risk money you can't afford to lose. All right, with that being said, welcome to week 8 now of the show, and we are officially funded $500,000. We are halfway to our goal of getting funded $1 million. So if you've been following along, $500,000, that's how much we were funded last week. Unfortunately, we didn't secure any more funding this week, but we do have quite a few accounts that are ongoing. So that being said, let's get into showing my results. This account here, this is one that I kind of left off on last week's show, and you can see here that it did end up passing. It came all the way back and passed. And in fact, I want to show you kind of the journey to getting that pass. Okay. So I showed last week this roller coaster of an equity curve, which honestly, you know, I found is quite typical with a lot of these strategies. You know, there'll be ups, there'll be downs. Sometimes it's really nice, it'll go straight to profit. Other times it'll go straight to kind of like this one did, just loss, all the way down to $93,000, only 3% left. And then it came all the way back and passed. So that was great to see. Other than that, our other strategies that I ran this week were pretty much just break even. Today we actually did have equity protector hits across the board, so basically just means that my accounts took losses, which is okay. You know, that's to be expected. I'll go over that here in a minute. But you can see here, you know, this is a strategy that I had ongoing from previous weeks. I don't know when I started this, but yeah, you can see it's been going on for some time now. And this one just was back in profit earlier, and then you know, took another loss today. So this one's down to 96K. If we look here, this one actually failed the challenge, phase 1, okay? And you know, it really doesn't phase me at all if I fail a challenge, and I'll explain why here in a minute. This one here, this one is, did take, you can see, took a loss today. About almost $3,000 loss today. So this one was closer to break even, but took a loss today on this phase 2. And then looking here, another phase 2 that also hit equity protector today. Let's see, this one as well. This is a weekly strategy that I'm using, and I'll go over what that all means here in a minute. This is another phase 1 that hit that equity protector as well. This one is floating a good amount of profit, and so hopefully we can get back to profit with this one. That's a phase 1, I believe. Yep. This one here also hit that equity protector. And this one, this is actually a new bot that we're testing. We're always looking for ways to improve. This is kind of an added feature we're going to be adding to TitanX. And this one, despite all the other accounts losing, this one actually is doing quite well. So we'll see how that turns out. All right, so I said, why am I not worried about the equity protector hits? Well, if you look here on the leaderboard, okay, this is our leaderboard. This is where all of our back test results automatically get posted and filtered by the best ones. We have a backtesting tool called the MTP that we use that's specifically designed to help our users optimize for coming up with the best strategies for prop firms. And like I said, the best strategies automatically get sorted on here at the top. And I'm using these 2 strategies are 2 of the strategies that I'm using this week. And so if I just go here to this little results tab, you can see that, you know, equity protectors I'm expecting to hit those. In fact, if we look here, some of the results that failed, yes, had quite a few equity protector hits. some of the results that passed had quite a few equity protector hits as well. You can see here. So that's 5 equity protector hits, still passed. 5 equity protector hits, still passed. Took 14 days to do it, which is a little bit longer than the average, quite a bit longer than the average, but still passed. So, you know, like I said, I'm not worried. Equity protector hits, that's just part of this strategy, and it's something that I'm expecting, and we're just going to see how these accounts play out. On top of that, whether it passes or fails, these are my statistics. I've taken over 40 live challenges, at this point probably 50 or 60, and my pass rate is right around 65% for phase 1. Okay, so when taking a challenge, there's typically 2 phases, right? There's a phase 1 and there's a phase 2. And so my phase 1 pass rate is 65%. I don't know my phase 2 pass rate off the top of my head, but whatever it is, it ends up being a 50% funded rate. So for every phase 1 challenge that I start, I end up getting all the way through phase 2 and getting funded 50% of the time. So again, it's almost just like flipping a coin. Like, I start a phase 1 challenge, half of those are going to pass, half of those are going to fail. That's what I expect. And that's what's been so profitable for me and many of our users. And I'll show you why that is. So what I do on my post-funded, which has not been something that I've been covering in this series, once we're funded $1 million, I'll document my post-funded approach and show you guys how that goes. But basically what I do post-funded is I just target the same 8% profit target that I do when taking a phase 1 challenge. And I have a 65% hit rate on that, just like I said here, right? So let's say, you know, the test fee for $100,000 is $500, right? And let's say I'm getting funded 50% of the time, right? Which I have been. And so that means it's going to take me on average 2 attempts to get funded 1 account, because my funded rate is 50%, right? Makes sense? So that's $1,000 is my average cost per 100K funded account. Now on that $100,000 account, once I'm funded, I'm targeting 8%. And so that's $8,000 on that $100,000 funded account. And then obviously we need to take out the profit split, because it's an 80-20 profit split with the prop firm usually. So that leaves me with $6,400. And remember, I'm hitting that $6,400 minus the profit split 65% of the time. So that leaves me an average profit of $4,160. But of course, I can't forget the refund. I'm also getting refunded the challenge fee of $500 65% of the time, right? 65% of the time that I hit my profit target, that is. And that gives me an extra $325 in refunds. So my average cost is $1,000. And my average profit is $4,485, which gives me an ROI of 348%. And this is assuming I'm only getting 1 payout on the account. Truth be told, I actually should go back and find the data on this, but I'm usually getting more than 1 payout per funded account, I want to say. So that just makes this ROI go up that much more. So what this means basically is that for every $1 I put into purchasing challenges, I'm getting $3.48 back. And so I'm basically 3.5xing my investment in challenge fees, which is amazing. I mean, where else are you going to get that? Okay, so this is assuming that, so this is just an example to show that, you know, what would happen if you had a lower funded rate. Maybe you just got started, maybe you're on somewhat of a losing streak, maybe, you know, you mess something up in the configuration, or, you know, you accidentally close something or do something, right, to mess it up, right? So let's say that happens to you, and so your funded rate is more like 33%. Okay, well, if that's the case, you know, that's going to bring down, that's assuming that your profit target, or sorry, your 8% hit rate is also going to be lower, because your funded rate's lower, right? So going through all the same data, test fees the same, but now your average cost per 100K funded account is $1,500. Same $8,000 profit target on that funded account, but now, which is $6,400 minus the profit split, but now, because you have a 50% hit rate, your average profit is going to be $3,200. And because you're only getting that $500 refund 50% of the time, it's now $250. So your average cost goes up to $1,500. Your average profit comes down to $3,550, but that's still giving you an ROI of 255%. And again, if you make multiple payouts, that goes up even more. So we're looking at more than a 255% return on monies spent on challenges. Incredible, right? And now this is if you really sucked, if you really just messed things up, if you really didn't follow our proven plan and were just stubborn, and it just took you a while to kind of finally come around to it, and now you're at only a 25% funded rate. Even still, that gives you, you're profitable, right? And again, multiple payouts on funded accounts will make you even that much more profitable. Okay, so I just wanted to share this just to put everything in perspective. And again, why I don't really flinch at equity protector hits or even failed challenges or even blown funded accounts for that matter. All right, so all of that being said, let's get into the community results, the best part of the show in my opinion. And we're gonna start it off with Forex hitting profit targets. Now, you know, we just got off from explaining kind of the approach that I take myself and many of our other traders take, and the awesome returns that there are there. You can even achieve more than that. And we have quite a few members inside of our community that are achieving even greater results than that. And those are members who are really taking backtesting and optimization to the next level. You know, for me, what I do is I basically just grab the top strategies off of this leaderboard. And so it makes it really simple and easy for me. You know, I'm busy, got lots of things going on, got a family, all this, right? And I know many of you are probably in that similar situation. You got a job, you got family, you got other things going on. But if you want to achieve some really incredible results, and I'm talking results where, you know, Forex, for example, he joined 8 months ago. He's made $80,000 in payouts. He's never lost a funded account. He's just Mr. Consistent. And, you know, he's been able to achieve that by really taking his backtesting and optimization seriously. We have other farmers who have achieved almost, I think we have our first six-figure farmer this year, who's getting very close to hitting that six-figure mark. We've got others who are in very similar situations as Forex. And again, these are all people who have taken backtesting optimization to the next level. And so kind of gone beyond the leaderboard here and optimized, you know, even further. And in fact, we just had a webinar with Forex where he goes over his entire approach and gives the exact blueprint with how he was able to achieve the results that he's been able to achieve. And that's all documented here in AMA recordings. And you can see this was the most recent one, how to become a better EA trader with Forex. All right, so Forex, he was able to achieve profits of nearly $5,000 on 2 of his accounts. So now at 4.4 and 5%, 5.2% in profit. This is on his True Forex funds and my Forex fund funded accounts. Again, he's just Mr. Consistent. Every single week, it seems like he's posting, you know, $4,000 or $5,000 profit, or every 2 weeks rather. He's targeting 2% per week. Here's someone else who was able to secure a profit split. It says, thanks BEF. Hit 4% on 2%, 2% secured on a funded account. Patiently waiting for a payout. This is Prit. You can see here, this is $3,000. This is $2,000. This is $5,000. This is $3,000 on all these accounts. Added up, you can do the math. Excellent work, Prit. He is actually one of our success coaches. That's the other thing that's awesome when you become a prop farmer, is you get access to a personal success coach who is someone who is using the product, someone who's successful with the product, and someone who is there to help guide you down this path of success, as we call it, or this roadmap, to help you achieve results. All right, moving on here, we've got this user here who was able to pass a $200,000 phase 1, which is great. And once he finishes phase 2, that'll be $750,000 in funded capital. Not to mention other challenges running on phase 1 and phase 2, all from around only 6 to 7 weeks since joining. Excellent work there. This user here passed 5% second phase today, went full 5% TP with 10 positions open. Awesome, love to hear it. And then this user here just got funded for the first time Monday night with the 20K MFF account, and then I put my second phase 2 on the same, and it passed another phase 2 last night too. I only need to wait the required trading days in the second one, but the first phase 2 was failing last week, and then it passed this week. I already had enough trading days pass. I'm so excited. Congratulations on your first 2 funded accounts, Christina. All right, So that is it for today's update. You can expect one like this each week to get the most recent insight in just how powerful this robotic trading system can be. If you found this video helpful or you're ready to become a prop farmer yourself, head over to propfarming.com. Take care.